Now we're moving on to a computer game launch called the Power Game. It was invented as an alternative to chess in the 1970s. Then it sold more than 4 million copies. Well, the game's inventor, Dubliner Brian McCarthy, who's now 72 years old, is updating the Power Game for the digital age and will launch it soon as an app and on Microsoft devices.
A board game with just 4 rules. A battle of wits, invented on a short flight from London in the early 1970s. Reinvented for the digital age.
I came up with this game because I wanted to do something that wasn't chess. And because people are afraid of 4.5 hours at your egghead. And I wanted something simple. There are only 4 rules in this game. And the first rule is white plays first. So you learn how to play the game in seconds. And then winning is another matter.
Atom Split Games met Brian McCarthy at last week's Limerick Institute of Technology's Games Fleadh. Straight away, they decided to develop the Power Game as an app and for Microsoft's Windows 8 store.
He has been there, he's done it, he's been successful on a global market. This is the market that these guys want to tap into, and I think he can bring an awful lot to their game in that light.
I sold a lot of games first. I don't know how many million now, I can't remember, but a lot of games. And then along came the Taiwanese in 1980 with these little handheld electronic yokes that made LEDs light up in a row or in a sequence, and they made buzzing noise, beep. And all the buyers put 80% of their budget into those things, which means that board games just crashed to the floor.
What Brian has at the moment, he has this kind of collector's game that's out there at the moment. So to bring this to a digitized format makes it live on forever. And I suppose anybody who gets into this game will probably want to purchase the kind of the board game as well if you're into games. So I think he'll probably have a dual thing. He'll have the digitized format and maybe the relaunch of the board game as well.
If I go to there, I can't do that. Now I have now got to run or break the chain.
It sold 4 million copies as a board game. Its digital format will hit the global marketplace of billions within months.
It's a strategy game. You need to think about your moves. You need to think about where you're going to go in the game rather than just playing it and it being a simple game. I have an iPad myself, and then I'd love if this game came to the iPad so then I could actually play it.
We have the possibility of making music in the game now. The reward for winning, ta-da, you've won. Or you know, if you turned the game wrong, you got a wrong sound. That is an improvement. It's bringing the game, I think, up to your standards. Yeah. It can be played at the level of the participants. 2 10-year-olds will play it to the death, and 2 30-year-olds will do. And it's the same game.
A 72-year-old man, a 40-year-old board game, and a brand new success story.
Well done, you got it.
Emma McNamara, RTE News.
And very best of luck to them.